In the heart of Victorian London, a monster didn't just kill, he left a puzzle that has haunted the world for 138 years. They say he was a doctor, a butcher, even a royal. But what if I told you the most terrifying part isn't who he was, but how he simply vanished? Tonight, we're stepping into the fog of Whitechapel to uncover the truth behind the man who defined the word serial killer before he disappeared forever. The fog is thick tonight, standard for London late in 1888. But in the labyrinth of Whitechapel, the mist hides more than just the cobblestones. It masks a predator. Welcome to a journey into the heart of history's most terrifying enigma. Picture this: Whitechapel, a dystopian slum of absolute poverty, gas lamps flickering in the damp air, and thousands of souls just trying to survive the night. But among them walks a ghost, a monster wearing the clothes of a gentleman, carrying a black bag, moving in total silence. They called him Jack the Ripper. It began in the early hours of August 31st. A carman walking down Bucks Row spots a bundle on the ground. He thinks it's a discarded tarp. He approaches. It's a woman, Marianne Nichols. Her throat is cut so deeply, so viciously, the strike almost decapitates her. But the horror doesn't stop there. The mutilations to her body show a chilling, clinical precision. This wasn't a random mugging, it was a ritual. 8 days later, Annie Chapman is found. Same signature, but worse. The killer is escalating, working faster, growing bolder in the dark. The city paralyzes with fear. Who is doing this? The police are clueless, chasing shadows in the fog. Then, the media receives a letter. Written in blood-red ink, a chilling voice taunts the authorities. It laughs at their efforts. It promises more blood. And it is signed with a name that would freeze the blood of generations to come: Jack the Ripper. The climax of terror arrives on September 30th, the double event. 2 women, Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes, murdered within an hour of each other. Jack was interrupted during the first, unsatisfied, so he hunted again the very same night. Catherine's body is carved with surgical exactness. Her kidney is taken as a trophy. Days later, a package arrives at a local vigilance committee. Inside, a piece of a human kidney, preserved in wine, accompanied by a note that simply reads, "From hell." The grand finale of this nightmare occurs on November 9th. Mary Jane Kelly. Unlike the others, she is killed indoors, in her own bed. Jack has hours with her, completely undisturbed. What the police find the next morning defies human comprehension. The room is a slaughterhouse, the body dismantled beyond recognition. It is the definitive masterpiece of a madman. And then, just like that, the murders stop. No more letters, no more bodies in the fog. The monster simply vanishes into the London mist, leaving behind no fingerprints, no definitive clues, only a legacy of absolute terror. Was he a mad butcher, a high society doctor, or perhaps royalty itself? For nearly a century and a half, the greatest minds in forensics have tried to unmask him. Millions of pages written, endless theories spun. Yet the file remains open. The streets of Whitechapel have long since changed, but when the fog rolls in, the question still echoes through the dark alleyways. Who was Jack the Ripper? Sleep well tonight, listeners, for the fog always returns. The file is closed, but the mystery continues. Subscribe to the archive files for more untold stories. Until next time.